Hello, and welcome back to OllivAmber's Wands, a study of wands in the wizarding world. I'm Amber, and today's episode is about Ginny Weasley's wand. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed so far and shared it with your friends. Depending on any changes between recording and episodes drop, I should be at or close to 50 subscribers. So thank you so much. I appreciate and value all of your support more than you could ever know. So on to Ginny Weasley's wand. This is her wand. It's honestly very beautiful, but the only thing we really know about it is the wood type, which is yew wood. That's yew wood spelled Y-E-W, not you as in a person. This was actually stated by Rowling when she spoke about her thoughts on character wands, but from my memory, it wasn't mentioned in the books in great detail, if at all. But this episode kicks off a main focal point on what this channel is going to be, and that's the research and theory side. So far, all of the wands that we've covered have had known cores and wood types. So while there are wands that we know more detail about, there are a great deal more that we know absolutely nothing or little about. So this is where engagement starts to get very important. I'll do polls and start discussions on Instagram and TikTok for this channel to build these discussions off of. And any vote really does help. I'll definitely talk about the wood since that's the only stat that we have for Ginny's wand, and I was able to do tons of research about it to compensate. So we're going to talk about how that connects to her character. But once I start getting into the cores, I'm going to be listing all of the core types that OllivAmber uses, and we're going to be doing comparisons to see which best suits Ginny. When researching Ginny's wand, the first thing that stood out to me is that yew wood is actually the same wood as Voldemort's wand. Their two wands look completely different, but are of the same wood. Ginny's is mostly straight, with a spiral on the handle that goes into cross-hatching before tapering off, and it's black. While Voldemort's is off-center, off-kilter, I guess, and is bone white. The description that OllivAmber uses for yew wood is interesting because I think both Ginny and Voldemort actually fit it really well, but as two different sides of this coin. OllivAmber says that yew wood chooses unusual and occasionally notorious matches. Historically, culturally, and symbolically, yew wood has the most connotations with death. These wands are fearsome duelists, skillfully cast the most wicked spells, and hold a darker reputation due to this. While the darker connotations of this wood doesn't match up with Ginny and her character arc, we know she certainly casts an aggressive bat bogey hex. OllivAmber says that he sees these wands select heroes and villains, and stay clear of shy or lackluster casters. Yew wands are also known to grow new trees when they are buried with their owner, and this actually has a lot of record because of their relation with cemeteries. There is a slew of reasons why yew wood is associated with death, and these reasons tend to cycle in upon themselves. One explanation leading to the other, and the other leading back to itself. It's cyclical. First, it is highly poisonous. The flesh of the berry is the only part that can be safely consumed. Everything else, the bark, the needles, and the seeds are highly toxic. Even the poison that Macbeth used in the play, Macbeth used slivers of yew wood. Secondly, it has an enormous lifespan. There are a handful of yew wood trees that are well over 2,000 years old, and some of them are even older. There's even some evidence of a forest of yew wood trees that have regrown throughout 2 ice ages. In early Christianity, it was common for the dead to be buried with sprigs of yew, which would then use those nutrients from the decay to grow a new tree. The branches can even droop down to the ground and start a completely new trunk for a completely new tree. Life rising from the dead, which added to its popularity in cemeteries. Since it is highly poisonous, humanity has found other ways to utilize this tree. There is some small extract from yew that can actually kill cancer cells, and the wood is extremely strong and has been used for longbows for centuries and other types of carvings. Now I know what you're all thinking. OllivAmber, This wood sounds like Voldemort with all of this death talk, so where does Ginny fit in with all of this? Aside from her being the only other main character from Harry to be possessed by Voldemort, I think there are some key points to why this wood would choose Ginny, even if you might have to squint a little. I understand that movie fans don't have as good an opinion of Ginny as book fans do, but in the series, she is a very strong, independent woman. She roughhouses just as much as her 6 brothers, she duels, she fights back, and is very much fiery and strong-willed. Yew-wood is incredibly durable, like I mentioned, and as OllivAmber says, it chooses those who are fierce protectors of their loved ones. But my favorite dynamic is that if you bundle all of this together, Ginny and Voldemort are 2 extremes of what Yew-wood can be. Going off of that, now that we are going into the core statistics, we have to assess the 3 core types that OllivAmber uses and see which best suits Ginny. For all the connections she has with Voldemort and his wand, I do not think a matching core is suitable for her. So while Phoenix Feathers choose loyal and independent owners, and while those traits are found in Ginny, I don't think that fits her wand. It's one thing for her and Voldemort to have the same wood type, but to have the same core, that's just too much, at least for me. Those who have asked for this poll, who are only movie fans, often vote for Ginny's core type to be unicorn hair. They see her as more mild-mannered than her book portrayal. They see her as secure, safe, gentle, supportive, and kind to Harry, which she is all of those things, but she's much more full of life in her book portrayal than she is in the movies. And with only that view in mind, I can understand why people would often think of unicorn hair. But the strongest vote goes to Dragon Heartstring. I had at least 14 votes for Dragon Heartstring, with Phoenix and Unicorn tying at 8. Dragon Heartstring produces powerful wands, excellent for quick and lethal spell work. They are often bursting with energy and power. Taking a look at Ginny as a whole, throughout the books, I think Dragon Heartstring is a great choice for her. But again, we have absolutely no idea what her wand core type is. So tell me what you think. What core type do you vote for and why? Let me know in the comments down below or message me on Instagram or TikTok. Tell me if you agree with my assessment or not. I'd love to discuss this in more detail for sure. Maybe you love the idea that Ginny and Voldemort's wands are exact mirrors. Maybe you don't, and maybe you agree with me, or maybe you have more evidence as to why unicorn would fit for her. Either way, let's talk about it some more. Now, like this video, a few of the future videos also have unknown wand stats, or partially known. For those upcoming videos, I really want your input. Luna's first and second wand have absolutely no information about them. We don't know the wood, we don't know the core, we don't know the flexibility, nothing. So what do you think Luna's wand stats are? After Luna, whose wand do you want to cover next? To wrap up this little pop quiz that I dropped on you, comment down below or shoot me an owl with your thoughts. What core do you think Ginny Weasley is? Why or why not? What do you think Luna Lovegood's wand, wood, and core is? And whose wand do you want to see me cover next on this channel? Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to share with your wizarding loved ones, subscribe, like, and comment, please! I beg of you! You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at OllivAmbers.wands. That's OllivAmbers.wands. So please interact and engage! Hope to hear from you soon, and a special thank you to Cory, of course. You are the true wizard between us when it comes to editing all of my nonsense. Have a wonderful rest of your day. See you next time. Bye!